What's up, y'all? Back here with a new damn video. My bad about not being here all week. I was trying to make a video. It's been a up and down week this week. You know what I mean? It's fucking 0 degrees outside right now. It's snowing. Been trapped inside, trying to get a haircut. A whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. Um, Personal business too. You know I don't want to get into that. But let's get down to it. Raw tonight, man. It, it was it wasn't a good show in my opinion at all. Um, I was gonna if you look at the stadium they were in, the top rafters wasn't even completely sold out. I was like, what the fuck? So something's going on, but I don't know. I want to talk about one more thing. NXT, the pay per view just passed. I just had. I was gonna make a review on that. It was one of the best events I've seen in a long time by WWE. NXT is the shit. If you got the WWE Network, I advise you to go check it out. If you don't, I advise you to somehow stream it online, do whatever. I don't advise you to do it because I don't want to get sued. But NXT is the shit, and you gotta check it out. That shit is fire. All right, let's get down to it. So the show opened up with John Cena, who promised to kick Rusev's ass at Fastlane. Now, this whole thing is fucking ridiculous, in my opinion. Sorry. It's ridiculous. You got Rusev, who no one wants to see, John Cena, who some people want to see, and it's the opening of the show. Since John Cena is involved in it, it's going to draw ratings. That's what they say. Fastlane, in my opinion, is going to be like Battleground. It's going to be a throwaway pay-per-view, and it sucks because Elimination Chambers was never like that. Elimination Chambers was the one leading up to Mania, like, oh my god, we're going to see this show, and it's going to have the chamber and the belts and this and that. And they didn't try hyping up Fastlane at all until tonight. Okay, and tonight was not a good show. So they tried hyping up Fastlane now, after they had weeks to prepare for this damn show, for Fastlane. And I am going to check out Fastlane, and my preview / predictions will be on here this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever. It'll be on here. But I don't think it's going to be that good of a pay-per-view. All right? And it sucks because this is their last pay-per-view until WrestleMania. You know what I mean? So it's like, it should be a good show, and it's not. Like, usually they had No Way Out. Then they had Elimination Chambers. Now, I'm not saying Elimination Chambers because, in my opinion, Elimination Chambers was a real gimmicky pay-per-view. Why do you call it Elimination Chambers TLC Hell in a Cell? These are pay-per-views. I thought they were damn matches. So, I understand getting rid of Hell in a Cell. I like the name Fastlane a lot. I like the name. But the pay-per-view itself just seems like, I don't know. We'll see. So, the show starts off. We got John Cena talking about he's going to kick Rusev's ass. Then he started beating him up on top of the stage, throwing Rusev into the stage and punching him. And it was just weird, okay? John Cena holds up the U.S. title. Cool, okay? Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper. Decent match. Ambrose pinned Harper after hitting Dirty Deeds. The New Day defeated Goldust and Stardust after the match. Goldust and Stardust officially turned on Goldust, dropping him with the Crossroads, and went after his dad and said, you ain't my dad no more. Now, my personal opinion, they're going in a different approach with this. Now, we've been saying they'll do this now last year, but now they're doing it now, 2 years later. They split, so for Mania, they're going to have the match ready. But they're going in a different direction. They're making Goldust look like the guy who's normal, and they're making Stardust look like a guy who's on drugs, like, he thinks he believes in galaxies and all this, which I think there is galaxies. Okay, whatever. He's in galaxies and all this stuff, where in my personal opinion, they shouldn't do that. They should have Stardust, or Cody Rhodes, turn on Goldust and go back to Cody Rhodes and say, you know what? I'm not with this kiddie shit no more. Goldust ain't nothing. Stardust ain't nothing but clowns with face paint. I'm a human being. Like, he should have done something like that. They should have made a thing like that and made Goldust feel bad. Make him the face, make what's name the heel, but he's actually spitting real shit. And have Dusty Rhodes in Cody Rhodes' corner. And be like, that's why you're a disgrace to the family, blah, blah, blah. You've been doing it for years. Cody Rhodes just did it for 1 year so he can bond with you in a type of way that you like to be bonded with. And, shit like that. But they built it in a different way, and they went with this direction. And that I thought of off the top of my head. That's why people say I should write wrestling shows. I think of this shit off the top of my skull. It wasn't not written. It's not pre-written. I don't have a piece of paper in front of me. I have nothing. You know what I mean? And I just thought of that like that one idea. Imagine if you gave me an hour, 8 hours. Give me a week. I bet you I could write down 35 ideas that are better than the one I just gave, and that one I just gave is better than the one they put on, in my personal opinion. And I'm not saying my shit's hot. I'm not saying my shit doesn't stink. You get it. Okay. They got Roman Reigns defeats Kane. Daniel Bryan was on color commentary. He's not that good at color commentary. He tried to distract Reigns with a yes chant. Roman Reigns speared Kane on the outside and rolled back in time to win by countout. Match was whatever. Okay. Paige defeated Summer Rae. Before the match, the Bella Twins stole all of Paige's gear, all of her clothes. She was naked, inside a towel. She grabbed some chick, put on some dress, and went into the ring, beat the hell out of Summer Rae. And she said, "You know what? After this Sunday, I'm gonna be holding that belt. I don't need to dress up." Blah blah blah. Blah. And I hope she does win the belt. Okay. Dolph Ziggler defeated Seth Rollins. Ziggler had the match won with the zigzag, but JJ Security interfered to cause a disqualification. After the match, Eric Rowan and Ryback came to the ring to even the odds and chase away the Authority. It was alright. Triple H discussed his issues with Sting. That's probably one of the best parts of the show. He was interrupted by Nature Boy Ric Flair. Flair told Triple H he lost a step as a part-timer, and he couldn't underestimate Sting. Triple H shoved Flair down and said, "You ain't no Triple H, blah, blah, blah." Now, as you guys know, Triple H is my favorite wrestler of all time. He's the one who made me become a fan of pro wrestling, but I'm not with what he does. I'm not with this shit. I mean, I'm not with you versus Sting and Mania, if it's going to happen. I'm not with that shit. Okay, this is old time shit. I don't want to see you versus Sting. And the reason he wants to verse Sting, all right, Triple H is my favorite wrestler. I hate to say this, but the reason he wants to verse Sting is because he wants to say that, oh, well, I beat the face of WCW years later. Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? He wants to be part of everything that is, like, he had to be part of Daniel Bryan's thing last year. He had to be part of the person who lost, even though he put him over, which I like a lot. But he had to, you know, be a part of it. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? He's my favorite wrestler. He's like John Cena, but just he can wrestle. That's all. But he's better on the mic. It's a whole bunch of things. It just, you know. Of course, the god of the WWE has to go over. Okay, the Sanctions versus Darren Young and some guy that looks like a creative character you created in WWE 2K15 but didn't finish the goddamn creations yet. Okay, that's what the guy looked like, his tag partner. They beat the shit out of these bums. Titus O'Neil made the save for Young, seemingly reuniting the primetime players. Okay, cool. Bad News Barrett defeated Damien Mizdow. This shit was annoying, man. Miz was at ringside, waving bells. Come here, buff my shoulder. It was annoying to listen to. I wish Mizdow would have just punched him in his fucking jaw. Okay, so after that, Dean Ambrose runs to the ring to attack Barrett, zip-tied his hands around the ring post and forced him to sign a contract for the Intercontinental Championship match at Fastlane. And he signed it, and it was pretty cool. That's probably the best moment of the show, in my opinion. Jimmy Uso and Naomi defeated Tyson Kidd and Natalya. Now this, whatever her name is, Naomi and Natalya, did 5 wrestling holds and 5 wrestling maneuvers that were better than half of the matches. Is that saying something? I think so. Whatever. They pinned Natalya after the pin reversed. After the match, Kidd and Cesaro talked shit on Natalya for losing the match. Okay, Big Show defeated Daniel Bryan. During the match, Roman Reigns signed autographs and threw out T-shirts at ringside to distract Bryan. Eventually, he just got into the ring and punched Show in the face, causing a disqualification. That led to a huge pull-apart brawl between Reigns and Daniel Bryan to end the show. It was a pretty cool ending to the show. Reigns was bleeding from the mouth. It was just, I don't know, it was like a pull-away fight, and it was whatever. I guess they're trying to build up that match, and I have a lot of scenarios for that match or the way it should go. But I'll get down to that later this week. Like this video, subscribe, and comment below. And tell me in your thoughts how you feel about the show. And do you feel the same way I feel? They should have gone a different direction with this Cody Rhodes and Goldust thing, since we were waiting 2 years now. We said it would happen at WrestleMania 30. Now we wait till 31. So how do you feel about it? Because I'm a big fan of Cody Rhodes. When he's Cody Rhodes, I like him. And I try to find a match that has nothing to do with Cena, has nothing to do with main eventers. You know, I just want to find a match that's a mid-card, good storyline having match. And how do you guys feel about that? Do you feel the same way as me? Do you feel they did whatever? Like, How do you feel? All right, y'all. Peace.